Hello, hello! Today I want to speak about how to fix low impressions and zero clicks campaign and why that happened. My name is Iani, I'm a seven-figure e-commerce seller. I've sold on all the platforms. I have been in e-commerce for a good amount of time now, and also have a full-service Amazon agency called e-commerceville, the city of e-commerce, where we do pretty much everything when it comes to Amazon, from listing creation, A+ content, Amazon SEO, and full advertising management on Amazon. We work with a little bit over 20 brands in very different niches. So if you're interested in working with us, follow the link below. It will take you to our website, and from there you can get a free audit. So now let's get into the video. Now let's explain what impressions are and clicks. Impression on Amazon is when you're scrolling on Amazon, you search for something. Anytime you scroll through items, that counts as an impression. Not a click, but an impression. So basically someone has viewed it, even if they haven't clicked on it. And Amazon doesn't charge you for impressions. You can have 1,000,000 impressions, no clicks, no charge. Now, when you click is when someone actually goes into the listings and they go inside your listing. That's what counts as click, and that's when you start getting charged. Now, very low impressions and zero clicks is something that happens more often than you would think. And why does it happen? Many times it's because of the level of bidding. So if your bid is very, very low, if you're bidding 5, 10, 15, 20 cents, and it's a category that the average cost per click is $2, $3, you'll probably get very few impressions and very few clicks. Another thing that's also common is you're not having keywords that are relevant. For example, if I'm advertising a phone, but my keywords are based on clothing or based on a watch, I'll probably not get on a lot of clicks. I might get impressions, but those impressions won't be clicks because whoever is searching for that keyword is not searching for a phone. So it's very important when you're doing advertising to have the right and relevant keywords. Many times when you're searching for more relevant keywords and more specific keywords, you tend to see more clicks. For example, the wider keywords can give you a lot more impressions and clicks, but they might not convert as much. The more specific keywords, the more niche keywords, even if they don't have that much volume of search, they will have more relevance. So for example, if I'm selling a green military Casio watch and I use those keywords to target, it might not get a lot of search volume, but when it gets searched, there is a higher chance for me to click and to actually convert. So being relevant and specific to what you're targeting is also very important when it comes to impressions and clicks. So first thing, check the bids. If they're very low, increase them gradually. If you're at 20, 30 cents, don't increase them to a pound, increase them to 40 cents. Gradual impressions, and check them every 2-3 days to see if there's any traction. And then once you get traction, then you start playing. But if you're getting very few impressions and no clicks, it's no point to keep that campaign for a long time because something is obviously not working. You need to be also very careful to not swing the other way and put a very high bid that then you have to adjust right away. So always in the middle when it comes to that, especially when testing. And of course, as we mentioned, relevancy of the keyword and what you're actually advertising is very important. Another thing that impacts clicks is the listing, and people forget this. You can have the best strategy when it comes to advertising, but if your listing is not good, it's not price competitive, it doesn't have good reviews, it doesn't have a good main image, your title is not optimized, you won't get as many clicks compared to something that is optimized, has a good listing and a main image, and it's price competitive, and it has good reviews. So that's very important. You need to understand that most of the times clicks are impacted by the listing itself, not just by the PPC. PPC is more to generate traffic. So you're trying to generate traffic to this keyword, but the actual click is down to the listing, because I can be the best PPC guy in the world, the best advertising person in the world, but if my listing is bad, and the image is bad and it's super overpriced, I'm not going to have many clicks, and if I do, I won't have any conversions. So I hope you liked this video. A lot more to come. Stay tuned.